So hey guys, today is July the 4th, 2023. We're gonna try to get to Caryville Flats, and according to this, we take P1 to G1 to G50 to G52, T52, T53, G55, T61, T62, and on to 66. Now I think one of these little trails is going to be hard, so we're going to try to avoid it. Which one was it? So we determined that this G55 is a black trail, which we do not want to get on, and it's right here on the map. So instead of doing this, it's probably a shortcut, but we're not going to do it. We're going to go the easy route. We're going to play it safe. So here we go. We're going to start this journey, and hopefully everything will work out. We're starting from the campground here. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave the campground, and we got to go up this road to the connector trail to get to the trailhead, which is a good little drive. You can see one going that way right now. Okay guys, we're fixing to take off and try to get to Caryville Flats. And we do have a speed limit here at the campground. Okay, here is a connector trail. It's just a couple minute ride from where we're camping to this connector trail. And it is, speed limit's 15 mile an hour is all it is when we go down through here. And it is, you can see the sign right there, strictly enforced. So here we go. Make sure it's on wide view. It is. It's a little rocky too. Right here we're coming up on the speed limit sign, which to go 15 mile an hour right here would be hard on you. I'm only going 6 mile an hour right now. And we're not sure how long it'll take to get to Caryville Flats. This is our first time, so I don't know. We might be gone all day and part of the night. I don't know. We do have the app that you can download for Windrock, and it does pinpoint your exact location, so that's a good thing. Help us to not get lost. Don't get yourself in trouble. So we're about to the end of the connector trail, and it brings you out right below the general store here at Windrock. And the trailhead is just right above the general store. Well, actually, it's right beside it, and they check as you go in. Now, they are a trail that goes to the right here at the stop sign, but we're going to go the other way because the map that we've got shows to go this way. So we're going to do this. So we're going to take a left, and then we're going to take a right, and then we're going to go to the general store, and then we'll get checked, and then we're going to head back on that mountain. So we're coming up on the general store right now. We're going to take a pit stop, and then we're going to hit the trail. So right up here, we got to get checked in before we get up on the mountain. See the guy, he's right there checking people as you go through. And I kind of like this, so it keeps people safe. You feel a little safer when they're checking people like this. So we're on P1 right now. P is a paved road. So we're gonna ride this as far as we can, and then we'll get off on the trail. So here we're coming up on G1, and you take a right, and we've been on P1. Now we're gonna head out G1, and I think we're gonna stay on G1 for a pretty good while. So we've come up on a spot here. It's got a pretty good look off. Waterfall we finally come up on. It's not too big, but it's a waterfall. As you're coming up G1, you run into G10 on the right. Now we stay straight here at the ford. That is G1. We got to continue on G1. So that's the way we're going to go. Didn't trust that one, huh? I don't blame him, that looks pretty bad. We're still on G1. We got to drive it pretty good little ways from looking at the map. So far, most of the trail that we've been on has been easy. There are a few places that you have to be a little more careful on. For the most part, it's been pretty good. A lot of mud holes to ride through. So we're coming up on a trail called G9. And it comes across, just goes straight across and keeps it going. But we need to stay straight. Stay on G1. Turning point in a trail, and if you look, let me see if I can zoom in on this. This sign don't really say anything about G1, but let me show you here on the map. We've got to take a right turn here according to this to stay on G1, because that is, what is it? I can't read that from here. Is that G34? So, yeah, and you can see it there on the map. We don't need to go on G34. We need to take a right here. I'm not sure why that right there is not showing it on there, but we do take a right here. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna head down this road right here. Driving through a lake. So we are coming to the end of G1 and we are about to hit G50, and all we got to do is go straight across this highway. And then we ride G50 to G52. Man, this is a dangerous little spot. I'm gonna turn mine off and see if something's coming. I don't hear nothing coming, so I'm gonna hurry and go. That's a dangerous little spot, so need to be careful there. So we're gonna ride G50 for a while now, and then the next one we're looking for is G52. It looks like this road used to be paved at one time. It is washed away though. This looks a little tricky right here. So we've come to the fork in the road, to a fork in the road, and to the left is just number 50, trail 50. To the right is G50, and that's the one we need to stay on, to the right. You get to see riding along the way to Caryville Flats. We're on G50 right now still. And if you'll look, you can see some wildlife too. We saw some deer, we saw an elk. It wasn't on this trail, but it was, what was that trail we was on?
Going to P1.
I can't remember what trail, unless it was G7 or something. But anyway, We saw a wild hog. So there's some wildlife to see here if you're lucky enough to be in the right spot. Come up to another multiple crossing here. I think I see G53 to the left. And I think G51's back there. Maybe that's G52 over here. Let's go see. That's what we gotta find, G52. Yep, here is G52. This is the one we gotta ride now. So this is the way we go G52 now. We travel this for a ways. Right now we're on G52. We could have took G53 for just a short distance, went up to not G53, but 53. G53 crosses over just 53. It's kind of confusing, but if you can see what I'm talking about here. But we're going to stay on 52 till we get down here. And G52 comes into, on the map here, or on this right here, it shows T. So, but it's just take the G off of it and it's just 52 is what it looks like on the map. We're going to cut across 52 onto 53, and then we're going to travel 53 to 61, and then we're going to travel 61 to 62 over to 66, and then right to Caryville Flats. So we've still got a little ways to go. So I want to point something out on this. It says right here, G55. Now, if you don't want on no hard trail, it is a black trail. You don't have to do that. And that's why we're going to go on 61 and go around that. I don't want on no hard trail. Now, for the people that like it, I'm sure it'd be lots of fun, but I don't want it. So we're going to go the easy route. Hopefully it's going to be easy anyway. And it's starting to rain on us a little bit. So that's all right. It happens. So we have come up to where we got to turn left. G52 goes right, and just 52. See what it's doing? Just 52 goes to the left. So we got to take this for just a little ways. See what kind of trail it looks like. Hopefully we don't meet nothing, but we got to go up it. to 53. We could have come out this way, and I may check it because what we just came up, thinking about going back in the dark, I don't know if I want to do it, if I can go that way. It might be a little easier, I don't know. But we got to go this way to the right to keep going to Caryville Flats. This is a view off of 53. What we did is backtrack to see if that little section that we didn't go on is an easier route to come back on. But we stopped off to take a break right here. Power line going through, you can see for a long ways. I hear some side-by-sides are coming up the mountain. Sounds like it down here below us. We have drove back 53 just to see how it is, and this is the start of 53. If you choose 53 instead of the other route, you have to go through a lot of these mud holes. A lot of them. Some of them pretty deep. So far, we've been able to get through them. Seems like it's pretty solid bottom, but never know. After that rain, we're driving through a creek now. Pan up there and show the waterfall. This is pretty rocky and bumpy up through here. Can't go too fast. More waterfalls to the left. Hopefully we won't get caught out in the more rain today before we can get headed back. We were gonna go back since we got wet, but we decided to try it on. Looks like maybe the rain ain't gonna be too bad on us the rest of the day, but don't know. Just hope for the best. Here's a huge waterfall. 61 is the way we need to go. So we got to turn right here at 61. And then we ride to 62 and then over to 66. Hope it ain't too much farther because this is a rocky road. We got to go to 62. That's 62. That don't say 62. So we just stay straight here. That's 55. Now that is the trail. That's a black trail. That panda. Now that's difficult. We're not going to try that. We're going to stay on the moderate trail. Yeah. So we're coming up on, looks like 63 back there. So that's trail 63 to the left. We need to stay on 61 to Caryville Flats. So here we're coming up on 62. Now 62 goes right or left. We're gonna take the left part of it. I think what it is 61 ends right here on 62. You'll see the sign right there on the tree. You see 62 on the tree. But we need to go left. So we're going to go left up around through here and head on out to Caryville Flats. Leave it recording. Hopefully it's not too much farther. Because we've been riding about all day. We started, I guess, about 10:30. And it's now, looks like about 5:30. We did stop over because we got in a downpour, got in a thunderstorm actually. So we stopped for a while. I don't know how long we stayed stopped. But there may be a lot of people out here. This is the 4th of July, so Some people come out here and watch fireworks off in the distance. I don't think we're gonna hang around for that. So which way do we need to take? We've made it to 66, so it should take us right on out to the flats. When you come up, I'm gonna stay to the right here. So it looks like we are coming to the Caryville Flats. Looks like we're cresting the top right up here. This is a rocky road, man. It is pretty up here. I kind of think the storm missed this spot. It's still dry. We could have made it over here before we wouldn't have got so wet. That's just how those little pop-up shares will do this time of year. what we're looking at, but pretty off in there. Looks like the interstate down there, don't it? I hear some other. We made it up here to Caryville Flats. It probably took us, we've been going from about 10:30, and it's about 6 o'clock now, right now. But we have stopped. We did get in a thunderstorm. But I'm gonna show you around. Since we made it here, I'll show you around, let you see what we get to see. It's a pretty view up here, but it takes a long time. We come from the campground down there at Windrock. But it's something we've never done, and it's a good ride. Some of it is rough. Even though it's a blue trail, some of it's really rough. So we're gonna ride over across now to the other side and see what that view's like. We can find a spot that's got a view like the other side. It is pretty up here. Pretty view of the valley through there and the mountains. We're probably going to start heading back out because it's going to take a long time, and it's right now about 6:23, so we've got a long way to go. Right up here, we got to get back on trail 66 and then just start working our way back out the way we came in. We'll stop off here first and check out this lookout. looks like some mud holes to play in, but I don't think I want to be stuck right now. Hopefully we'll see some wildlife going back out and it getting late up in the evening. If we do, I'll try to film it and put it on gear for you to see. Yesterday while we were riding, we saw a wild hog, we saw a big old bull elk, and we saw some deer. So if we see anything like that going back out of here, I'll try to film it so I can put it up. Over to the right. Well, we're going to start this long, winding trail back around the mountain. This is rocky right through here. This is why one reason it takes so long to come around through here, because you can't go fast at all. It's so rocky. Bottom down on that. Rocks looks a little dangerous on the bottom of the motor. For the most part, these trails are pretty easy, but they are some of it. When you come to it, it's pretty tough. Like right here, this is pretty rocky. Just have to try to pick your route and go on through it. Which way? Yeah, I think that's right. Pretty deep, ain't it? This, and you can tread the rocks across it. We have to go through this one. Cleaning the wheels off going through all this. This ain't bad. Boy, that hurt to drop off that one. What's the matter with you? Did you get scared? We're about back to the highway. Have to cross here. I think we're making better time coming back. We made it back out to the, I think this is P1 we've made it back to. So we made it out a lot quicker than I thought we was going to. we don't have much farther to go, and then we back off the mountain. I thought it was going to take us up into the night, but we made a whole lot better time coming back out than going in. Maybe we were stopping and enjoying it or something other so much of going in. I don't know. It took us up. Some things slowed us down to going in there, so it took us about 5 hours to get back there, but it's only took around 2 hours to come back out. So I guess if you just wanted to drive it and not stop as much as we did going in, you could do it pretty quick. We did purchase the windrock trail out, and that thing works great, so I would recommend that for anybody, and it will pinpoint your exact location at any time you stop and you pull it up. So you can't get lost if you've got it. It's a great app to have while you're riding this trail. I know I've heard some people talk about free ones. I don't know much about that, but I do know this one works really good. So we did use the app a lot going in because we had never been back to Caryville Flats. So we was trying to make sure we was on the right trail. So we were stopping a lot, looking at the exact location we were at, making sure we was getting on the right trails. So it took us a lot longer to get back there, but coming back out, we didn't have to do that. We just followed the trails back out and let her roll. And we made it, right now it's going on around 2 hours, maybe a little over 2 hours. So it'll take probably from there to the campground 2.5 hours or maybe 3. I'm just guessing, because we still got to drive up that, I don't even remember how many miles it was from the general store back to the campground, but we've got that trail we got to go up to get back to the camp. So we've made it back to the connecting trailhead right here. I think that's what it's called. What it is, a connecting trail to from over here at the trailhead and the campground. That's what it is, a connecting trail. And it is a 15-mile-an-hour speed limit on it too. Little hill. Well, I hope this video helped someone out there in how to get to Caryville Flats. We've had a fun day of riding back in there. I know it took us a lot longer to get in there than it did to come out, but that was just because I think of all the stops we did, looking at things. We did get caught up in a thunderstorm, so that delayed us a little while. We went and checked out another trail while we was back there to see if we wanted to ride it back out, because it was right beside the one we went in on. Turns out it was. We did ride it back out, which was 53 we brought back out. Seemed to be a little better of a ride. It was rocky and a lot of mud holes in it, but other than that, it was a good ride. But like I said, I hope this video helps someone in getting back there to Caryville Flats. And I'll see you on the next one. Seen some way over yonder on that mountain.
Yeah.